Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. You have to have a strong mindset in life. You have to have it. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. You know, going through life, you got to have a strong mindset because you have so many forces out there, so many energy situations that really want you just to follow them. They want you to have a weak mindset. They want you to buy stuff. They want you to follow political ideology, spiritual ideology sometimes. You know, it could go, it's not even that big. It could be people in your friend group. It could be people in your family. You know, so many people want you to follow. You got to have a strong mindset to really get through life because there's always some force that wants you to be that follower. But you have to have the strength. You have to have the strength to follow what you want to follow, to do what you want to do the things that you are called to do. You know? Everybody, and it's no ifs, ands, and buts. And it doesn't mean you have to take some class or have money or something. I mean, you got to have a strong mindset. Say you in a situation where things aren't going well. You have to have a strong mindset to go through it. Or if things are going well, you have to have a strong mindset to maintain it. You have to be strong going through life. That's one of the things. And unfortunately, that's not something that's really taught in schools. Just to have a strong mindset. Schools, you know, they just teaching you whatever, a lot of propaganda and everything. That's a whole other conversation. But you have to, well, let's talk about propaganda because you're not just getting it in schools, but maybe watching the news or watching social media now. You know, there's a lot of stuff out there. You have to have a strong mindset to resist it. You have to have a strong mindset to say, oh, no, even though all this stuff is coming at me, I'm staying strong in who I am. And I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You have to have that. I'm being on my mission. I'm using my talents to go in this direction. And you have to, and trust me, there's going to be obstacles along the way. You have to have a strong mindset to get past those obstacles. You know, and I've said numerous times, success is not a straight line. I wish it were. I wish success was a straight line, but it's not. Success is a squiggly ball or something, but you have to have a strong mindset to get through that. There are going to be times you're thrown in a hole. I've talked about that, but you have to have a strong mindset to crawl out of that hole. You're going to have situations that challenge you. You have to have a strong mindset. You know, you have to stay on the mission that you have within you to accomplish. You're going to have a strong mindset, no matter what. And it's going to be different things. You're going to have some challenges. You have to have a strong mindset to get through those challenges. Now, people will say, well, how do I develop that strong mindset? You know what? Every experience, every day, one day at a time. Every day you're going to be challenged. Every time you come across some type of challenge, that's a learning experience. You know, it's not always a bad thing. You thrown in that hole. You could say, well, that's a bad thing, but then you could say, well, hold up. I have to have the strength to crawl out of that hole, to climb out of that hole. You have to have the strength to move forward. And you know, you trust me, you're going to have some situations. You know, people who follow me know last year around this time, I couldn't even walk. I had just suffered a stroke. I had to have a strong mindset to get through that situation. I had to have a strong mindset to go forward anyway. Oh, I could have just said, woe is me. I could have said that. I could have been stuck somewhere, but I had to have a strong mindset to get through it. That's one of the reasons why as soon as I was in a position to start doing videos again, I did it. And I've been very open about it because my thing is, if I did it, you can do it. Because, you know, we can be going through some medical emergency. We can be going through some financial situation. Oh, I've had those too. Shoot, I've had those too. I've said it before. Being in a situation where I'm staying in a friend's basement with a pregnant wife and a toddler. Still made it through. Still made it through. You have to have a strong mindset. That was a tough period. That was a tough period. Now it's like, I'm reaping the benefits of being strong during that period. You have to have that going through life. You're going to go through it. You might go through a breakup or something. Break up with someone, you know, they might have cheated on you or something like that. You have to have a strong mindset to get through that. And so that's very intimate. So, you know, that's tough. But people who have a strong mindset, they get through it. In fact, some write songs about it, write books about it, make money off of it. they have to do that. You know, betrayals, you know. You might lose a family member, a close family member. You have to have a strong mindset to go through that. That's just how life is. That's just how life is. It's, you know, you know, it's a fantasy to think everything is just going to be all fun and, you know, easy. And there might be somebody on that planet, on this planet, who's going through all of that. I want to meet that person. I want to meet that person and find out what they're doing. But for the rest of us, for the other 8 billion of us, we're going to have to go through some stuff. You have to be strong. You have to have that strong mindset no matter what. And you develop it every day. Every time you go through something, you learn something. Every single time, it's a learning experience. And then you learn it so it don't happen again, or so you know what to do next time it happens. That's making you stronger. You building strength right there with every experience that's bad. You are building strength so you don't have to do it again. Every single experience. That's how you build it. That's how you build it. And you don't need an education for it. You don't need any special books or anything. Or even, I'm just reminding you. You don't even need to listen to this video. But I'm just reminding you. I'm reminding you, every single one of you is blessed with the strength. You have it within you. But you have to make that choice. You have to make that choice to get through it. You know, when I had my stroke a year ago, I made a choice to come back. You know, and others have gone through something similar. They made a choice. But then, unfortunately, there's some people who don't make that choice. You know, because it still comes down to you. Whatever religion or spiritual path that you follow, you have to say you were given the ability to make that choice. You have to choose to be strong. You have to choose to go through whatever. All right? But you have to have that going through life. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. Because life can be tough if you don't have a strong mindset. That's just the bottom line. You don't want that. You want to be strong doing whatever you have to do. All right? So I want y'all to think about that. And I want everyone to keep rising, to become the best version of themselves. All right? Have a strong mindset. All right? And I'll get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.